So let's go over what you're going to do once you have finished collecting your data from your cars. So what you're looking at right now, this is posted in Google Classroom. So this is kind of your checklist of what it is exactly that you need to do. It is set up like this to be a checklist. You can mark it off as you finish going through it, whatever works for you. So you have collect data, you have calculate speed for each trial. So let's go through and explain how we do that. So you're going to go here back to your Google Sheet here. Actually, really quick, let me show you because I don't have the picture from the board to show you. So, okay, here we go. So the formula for speed is right here, is distance divided by time. So if I go back over here to my Google Sheet, and I'm sorry if those mouse clicks are super loud. I don't really know how to turn it off. Anyway, so you have your Google Sheet here. Ramp height, this is going to be the same all the way down, or at least it should be. I just picked a random number, and it has 15 centimeters all the way down. The number of pennies, this is going to stay as it is. Time is however long it took for your car to go from the top of the ramp to when it quit rolling. Distance, let's put some numbers in here. Let's say we have 30. This one we have 204. This one is 36.4. This one is 45.8. This one is 266. All right. Over here for mass, I have 17.02 grams. However, that matters nothing for us for speed. All I'm going to be looking at when I'm calculating speed are these two columns right here. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay. So let's actually go yellow. So for speed, I am just going to be looking at distance and time. And it's distance divided by time. So you do not have to include this in your information. I'm just showing you this. So you're going to go through and you're going to calculate speed for each and every row on here. So 30 divided by 2.02. So if I divide this out, let me find my calculator. Calculator. 30 divided by 2.02. All right, so I get 14.85145 blah, 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 blah. Okay, in this class, we are going to take things up to 2 decimal places. So we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. So 14 has to stay. The 8 has to stay. The 5 is in the hundredth position. But I have to look at everything else behind it. So if it's 0.85 and my next number is a 1, use your rounding rule, so recognize that it's going to stay at 14.85. So this would be, and you can just put in the information. You don't have to show me your work. All right. So you're going to go through and you're going to calculate speed. Oh, look at what I'm doing right now. Later, we'll do that in an hour. Anyway, so we're going to go through and we're going to calculate speed for each and every single row. Once that's done, you're going to go through and you're going to calculate the average. Remember, the average is going to be where you will add all of these up and then divide by however many there are. So I think there's 9, if I remember correctly. So let me just throw some numbers in here. So we have 14.98, 14.65, we have 2. Something was really goofy with that one. 15.01, 16.00, I don't know, 12, 15.5, because that would be a 0, so let's do 14.01. So to find the average, you would add all of these up, divide by however many there are. I would type something in here, like just like this, average. And what I would do is I would color code this just because I'm kind of weird like that. I would color code this so that as I go through, and so I'm going to have a yellow one here. I'm going to have a green one, and I'm going to have a purple one. You're going to have to find the average for each test group. Remember, we have 4 test groups. We have our 0 pennies test group, 3 pennies test group, 6 pennies, and 9 pennies. All right, so there's that part. All right, so moving on. Back to, oops, not that one. Back to this one. All right, so we did that. You've calculated speed, did that. I showed you how to calculate average speeds. Next is work on the conclusion document. Okay, that is this one. And I showed this to you in class. And remember, there's different colors on here, and on the version that is in Google Classroom, it's going to have some other notes written on there for you. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this right here, and I'll pick it up with that. So part 1 is done. Go ahead and switch to part 2.